Hey everybody, Meg here again. New week, new tips, new advice. So, this week's blog we talked about how to know if you need when you need therapy. One of the biggest questions, biggest things that people always wonder is how do I know that I need extra help? We tend to want to do things on our own. I find it interesting because one of the things that I've noticed is we are moving to more do-it-yourself stuff. The supermarkets now you have the scanner so you can scan it yourself. You have the self checkouts. You have ATM machines, not supermarkets, but you have ATM machines instead of only having to go into the bank. We have become there's a lot of stuff you can deposit a check online on your app on your phone. There's a lot of stuff that we have done that has become more independent, less dependent on other people to finish the job for us. We don't need somebody else to bag our groceries anymore. We don't need somebody to scan our groceries for us. We don't need somebody to deposit the check into the bank for us. So, well, I mean, technically still yes, but we don't have to walk into the bank to have somebody do that for us. We've become very independent, which is both a good thing and not a good thing. So as we're trying to feel better about ourselves in a world that's just spinning faster and faster, and in a world where we're becoming more independent and less desiring to have other people help us, not to mention there's so much information on the internet. I mean, think about what I'm doing right here. I am giving you tips instead of going to therapy, instead of you calling me up and saying, hey, Meg, let's set up a therapy appointment. You're just looking at my YouTube videos. There's other YouTube videos out there. There's a ton of advice as to what to do in certain situations and different relaxation techniques and different anger management techniques. And, so then when do you need therapy? When do you know that enough's enough and you need therapy? You can't do it on your own. I put in my blog this week that there was a television show that was out a while ago, and I don't remember. I didn't really see it all, but I think it was called Superhuman. And this gentleman wanted to climb to the top of the mountain, but he didn't have legs, so he had to use an arm bike the whole way up. And he was determined not to let anyone help him, other than like putting planks down to allow him to be able to roll his bike up the mountain. He found out toward the end, almost at the top, that he needed their help. And they kind of took some ropes and helped pull him along. And in the interview afterwards, he mentioned how sometimes you just need help. As much as he didn't want it, sometimes you just need help. So one of the things to think about when you need on whether or not you need therapy, when you need to seek therapy, is when you know you've had enough, when it's just become too much. Sometimes other people will tell you. Sometimes other people will see things in us before we do. So if you listen to other people and they say, you're just not yourself, you really need to seek somebody out and talk to them. When you see behavior changes in your children, our children are very perceptive and they don't always know what's going on, but they know something's not right and they're responding to that. Health. Is your health being impacted? Maybe for a while you were able to do some of this stuff on your own, but now your heart, like you have some heart problems or the high blood pressure problems, weight problems. There could be a lot of medical conditions that are telling you what you're doing isn't enough. Another thing is, maybe you've tried everything and nothing's working. Maybe you think it is, maybe you don't think it is, but whatever the case may be, what you're doing isn't working. So those would be some of the signs that maybe it's time to ask for help. Asking for help, we all need help throughout our life. Every single one of us. One of the things that I really, really focus on is, well, my specialty is people who deal with people's pain every single day. First responders, doctors, nurses, other therapists, we walk through people's pain with them. We will be impacted by that. So it's important to make sure that we know when we need help so that we're able to continue to give our clients and the community the support that they need. So think about for yourself, when might you need to go further? When might you need to seek out a therapist? Is now the time? And just because I'm doing these blogs doesn't mean I'm the right person for you. I just really want you to think about you and making sure you're doing what you need to keep yourself happy, safe, and successful in what you do. I look forward to talking to you. If you want to leave a comment below, do so. Give me a call if you'd like to have more information, and I'll touch base with you next week.